everyone, and welcome back to Master Site. Tonight I have Jason Birr, one of the guys running the Masters event, here to discuss some of the details and get all your questions answered for everything Masters. So, Jason, thanks for coming on, and good to have you.
Thanks for having me.
So, let's dive in to everything 2026 Masters, Minneapolis, right?
Correct. Technically, suburb Mendota Heights is where the venue will be located, but general Twin Cities area, yes.
Nice, good. And then I know that you guys have a small team running it here, so it's you. Who else is helping you out with this whole thing?
So let's be honest, it's the other two that are the brains behind this operation. I just talk more than they do. It's Connor Murphy and Kyle Peach, who run a pretty big event up here in November. Renegade GT. They've ran a handful of tournaments now at this point. I run my one day at my place. My one day, which you know is, and I'm sure people have seen on your site, is much more casual, and I want to make it as enjoyable as possible with good food, good people, and with gaming on the side. Obviously, Masters is a little bit more intense and game focused, but I still want to bring some of that, or we want to bring some of that to Masters and the enjoyment of the stuff, the community, the off the game table time. We want to make it as enjoyable as possible. So we're super pumped to have everyone coming up here. I know with everything going on with gas and different things like that, um, there are obviously things that pop up. I know I've talked to a few people where they're having babies more, or just life gets happens. Which I mean, obviously, I mean, I can't say much. I've qualified 4 times and been to one, so I'm right there, understanding with people that can't make it for 1 year. I'm still going to give a few of them a little crap, but at the end of the
Nah,
day,
you give all of them crap, Jason. You make them remember every bug eater. Oh wait, sorry, every event they've never been to.
right? No, it's life happens, and respect. We respect always respect it, but we would love everyone to be here because being around this community is one of the best things about this game.
Absolutely. I mean, and Masters has the reputation of, you know, I think it hasn't always been, but I think it's grown to be the premier event. And it obviously travels every region or to every region every year. It switches up. And there's definitely, it's enjoyable because it's fun to see what fun things or what was, the most enjoyable thing about each different location. Um, I've been lucky enough to be one of the few that's been to every single Masters, and I can, I can remember each Masters individually because of at least one thing that Masters brought that others didn't, or that it just excelled at, right? So. I'm super excited that you guys are hosting it. I've obviously been to a lot of Minnesota tournaments. I know you guys run a great event, and I know the after hour hangout stuff is exceptional as well. So I'm really looking forward to that. Um, so let's talk sign up. So people can sign up for Best of the Rest right now. Is that right? How do
That
they
is
do
correct.
that?
So there's a link I've posted on every region's page. I'm going to spam it here this week. I'm a teacher, so it's been a little hectic with the end of the school year, but it's going to settle down a little bit this week for the time being. So I'll get it back out this week, and then also you should be able to see the link when this video is posted. So multiple locations for it. We are also going to have a Discord channel that should be up and running hopefully within the next week is the goal. Um, but where it's a one stop shop for all the information masters as well and best of the rest. But yeah, on that you sign up for best of the rest. I will also have where you pay for the tournament fee as well as if you want to merc or not. I have heard from multiple regions that they are looking potentially going to be looking for mercs as well. So you just because you didn't make your region's master team, I know that there is a potentially a handful of people that will have the opportunity to play at Masters as well. So please get those in as soon as possible, so we can get Merck starting to get added to regions if they need it. I think all regions at this point are done with their tournament qualification year. Maybe one is still open, but for the most part, everyone's done. So we should be hearing soon uh, if people need mercs or not. But it's a great place. That way, we can send the list to all the region heads to get that out to them so that they can get the mercs that they need if they need them. But
Yeah.
no, super pumped for Best of the Rest. The part that I love about what we're doing is that it's all in one gym. Like everyone is together, no one's separated. Yes, it is two tournaments. We offset them a little bit,
Mhm.
but you are pretty much a part of Masters as well. It's the same price. The only thing you don't get is one extra the sixth game, which honestly to me is not a bad thing. It's less stress.
Yeah,
Uh,
not everybody wants
but
6 games. Not even most of the Masters players. Let's be real, but we gotta have the six
correct,
for the number of players we have. So
correct. And I mean, honestly, like we're super pumped to host everyone. Like I said, it's a big gym that you should have plenty of space, similar to how you guys run Bug Eater,
mhm.
where there's tables in between to put models and army base or army display boards, different things like that. So should be plenty of
Yeah.
space that is enjoyable. You shouldn't be overheated. We also have a couple of, just like how you guys have the drama team come in and help out.
Mhm.
We are going to have a couple of teams do concessions. There's a concession stand right out of the door. And they're going to
Nice.
be selling Gatorade, water, coffee in the morning, like liquids and a few small snacks. Um, so that people, obviously, stressful games, especially with Masters, don't get dehydrated. Have a few snacks there to
Mhm.
stay energized. And yeah, like I said, we're super pumped to have everyone up here.
Awesome. So I got the what's called the sign up showing. It looks like it's a basic Google form. I'll have the links to
Mhm.
all this in the video as well. So anybody looking for it, just check in the description down below. So let's talk. Obviously, we all know that the pricing of tournaments in general has gone up. $100 for Masters slash Best of the Rest this year. Let's talk about what are we getting out of that $100. I know that you guys said that there's some food being provided and whatnot. What's all included in the Masters
Correct.
experience?
Correct. So obviously, $100 seems like a lot. We are going to be giving or providing lunch both days, and it's going to be home cooked. It's not catered in. It's not. We're going to have grills on site, smokers on site. My brother runs a ski hill here that does a car show every Wednesday during the summer. Had conversations with him about like, hey, groups. He does have a ginormous smoker that they have that he said that we would have access to if we want it. Um, so like brisket, pulled pork, ribs, different things like that. Like not burgers and brats. Let's say it that way.
Hey, nothing wrong with a
So
good burger and brat, though.
it's not, but I mean, we might still provide some of those as well.
Mhm.
But the menu is still up in the air. If people have dietary restrictions, please reach out to us and let us know. We can throw it if you need veggie burgers and you bring it, we can grill it on site. We will have two cooks on site. My wife is going to cook a few things. My parents are going to cook a few things. Um, yeah, like I said, I just want to make sure that people are eating good, and being on site makes it even better for us to make sure that the tournament is running as smoothly and on time as possible. Whether it's you run a little late, you get to play a little early, like some things like that, which I know come tournament time tends to happen here or there. But with everyone on site, not having to leave to go get food, you shouldn't have people starting late. So we should be on time and smooth the entire weekend. Which
Everybody loves
honestly,
being on time, especially
I
when
mean,
we got
honestly,
6 games. I hate it.
correct.
I
Yeah.
hate it.
So,
I try to keep that schedule.
I mean, honestly, I'd love to be early. I mean, that's the
There we
ultimate
go.
goal is to be early every round, and
Yeah. Get
Like I
us to
said,
the
just make
after
sure.
party sooner. Come on.
Correct, correct. So yeah, I mean, that's where we're at with everything when it comes to the food, as well. We're also gonna, supply gift bags for everyone. That's for both Rest and Masters. It is still up in the air what we will be providing, in those bags. What I can tell you is other than food and expenses for the tournament, all the money will be going to those gift bags. So, like we've talked about a 3D print that is Minnesota based. We've talked about a really nice laser pointer. I get asked all the time, where the hell did I get my laser pointer? That can literally, we have the outside tournament in my house, and I have to pass it around in my house because it's so good that people need it outside, but it
Turns
still
out when you're
shows.
outside, it's tough to see lasers.
Especially the Army Painter one. Like I love Army Painter. They provide good stuff, but that thing is their laser pointer's trash.
It gets by
So
normally.
it gets by. Yeah. But like so a nice laser pointer, glue, dice, talking about poker chips for the new 40 mil objective markers.
Oh, yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, like with the US Masters logo on it, the 6-inch name tag for Masters and Best of the Rest, like almost all tournaments have done. I absolutely love that thing. I use it as a name thing on my display board as well as using it in games. So a lot of functionality out of that. But things that you're going to use throughout the weekend, plus moving forward, that isn't like we love price. Everyone likes price support, but at the end of the day, when you've been playing the game as long as a lot of Masters players have, you don't need more models. So it's more
Yeah,
we want to
you
make
don't
sure that we're
need the
giving
random models, right? You're gonna buy what you
correct.
need or print what you need, but yeah, getting them there not always a high priority. So we got
So
food, we got what sounds like a pretty good looking swag bag from the sounds of it.
mhm.
Talk to me about the awards. What are we looking at for some awards stuff? Because people like a cool trophy sometimes.
Yep, we're the main trophy is going to be a buckler size Viking shield, obviously tying into the Minnesota roots and the Midwest roots when it comes to the Vikings. It will be homemade. It will be well done. My sister-in-law does signage as a side job. She's a stay-at-home mom, but she used to do signage all the time. She will be writing on. Plus, my neighbor is a professional painter, so he's making them and painting them up. So there will be a really cool paint job on them as far as the look of them. Obviously, our idea is that we thought about swords or daggers, but it's red flagged in flights all the time. Like you're bringing a weapon onto a flight. So we wanted to bring something to the table that is easy to travel with, isn't going to be red flagged, but yet won't be like terrible to put into a bag. Um, so we just wanted to make sure that people could travel with it if they earned it. So little background with Minnesota, and then also easy to travel with for the people that are flying and traveling. So that's the top award.
Hmm.
Second, third place awards are going to be MDF printed trophies that have something to do with Minnesota as a Midwest host. Um, very well done. Tim Lonis will be helping us out with that and printing those off for us. So he does great work. He's done stuff with Adepticon. He's done stuff for KCGT. He did something for a one day for Donnie here a couple weeks ago. Just really, really nice trophies that
Yeah,
are flat but yet easy to travel with.
yeah, good quality stuff for sure.
Mm.
Well, awesome. All right, so we got, what we're paying for. Let's talk some logistics. So, I don't live too far away. I'm driving. Like that's easy. What about these people that are further away? They need to fly in. What's their weekend going to look like? Do they need to rent a car? Are they going to be chauffeured around? What are we looking at here?
We've tried to make it as simple as possible for people traveling, even people driving. We are on the south side of the Twin Cities. You shouldn't run into too much traffic coming in if you're driving. We are literally right over the venue, and the hotel is right over the river from the airport. There is a shuttle from the airport to the hotel. There's also a shuttle from the hotel to the venue, vice versa. So pretty much you're taken care of for travel. Obviously, Saturday night we left wide open as far as if people want to go do their own thing, uh, visit the Minneapolis St. Paul area, or spend time with the group. We wanted to make sure there was some time on the agenda and the schedule that if people wanted to go do that, they could. There's Twins games, there's St. Paul Saints games, there's the Minnesota Zoo, there's plenty of food options, there are the lakes, there are plenty of diners, drives, and dives, uh, restaurants that have been on Guy's Fury show. Like, it's it's a smorgasbord of what you like. If you like being outside, lots of great options. If you like the Mall of America, which is right there as well, lots of great options. So, um, yeah, we wanted to leave some time for people to go be able to do that, but at the same time, travel wise, simple, simple, simple. I know one of the things we've talked about with your when you guys hosted Masters, like I was taxing some people around, which I didn't mind, but the ability to have a shuttle from the hotel, which could you walk to the venue from the hotel? Yes, it'd be a little bit of a long walk, but you could walk if you feel up to it. But the ability to just have a shuttle both ways is amazing, especially to the hotel or to the airport as well. So travel wise, simple as possible. We are one of the biggest connecting flight places there. So hopefully prices, whether other than some what's it called? Some of the gas stuff coming up should be relatively easy. If you feel the need to want to come in on a Thursday, I know a handful of people reach out to us. We're taking a few people out to Stillwater, which is a east of the Twin Cities suburb that's right on the river. That as a group we're going to go out there. But I will be at the venue all day Friday. If people want to come hang out, play games, whatever, I'm there. I get up at 4:30, 5 o'clock, and Adam makes fun of me all the time. Adam and Billy make fun of me all the time because I will fall asleep on the desk as we're hanging out because I get up early. This happened literally last night.
Yeah, Billy gets up early too, but he always stays awake. I don't know why you can't. You're just getting old,
Billy,
apparently.
I am much older than you, but yes,
Much, much older.
Billy's also a vampire, so he does not count. He
Fair
just
enough.
doesn't go to sleep. He can work on 2 hours of sleep. But yeah, no, I get up early. I mean, I go work out at school all the time, so I'll probably end up going that Friday morning and working out. But
So people
um,
flying in, just to make sure I connected the dots here. They can get a shuttle from the airport to the hotel, and then the
mhm,
hotel's providing a shuttle to the venue on Saturday and Sunday, to and
correct,
from the venue. Okay, that's
correct.
awesome. I didn't realize they were doing that. So, um, cool. So if you're, I mean,
Is
obviously people
is
you
awesome,
definitely need, want to stay at the Fairfield, which I had shown here just a moment ago. Again, the link to the room block will be there. I think it's like 150 bucks a night, and I signed up for one. It was a little weird where the block ends. I think it was Saturday night. So if you want to stay Sunday night, you have to extend your stay, and I had to call them. And then they
Yes.
said, okay, you're not going to get the discounted rate. I was like, okay, what's the price? And they said the same price that the discounted rate was for Friday and Saturday. And I was like, okay. But apparently that's not a discount for a Sunday night. So it was weird, but yeah, hopefully people will have an easier time than I did, but it wasn't too bad. Just call them if you're having issues. They were very helpful. So
Yeah, I mean, or just reach me and I reach out to the lady. I just give them your name. They literally will give you the quote unquote rate.
mm,
But I know like Mark Cox did the same thing. He's like, I want to stay through Sunday night. You want to stay through Sunday and don't want to feel like calling, just let me know. I can email the lady with a list of names of people that are booked out through Saturday that want to stay Sunday. And they've been awesome with us. They said that we can hang out in the lobby as late as we want, be as loud as we want. for the most
They
part.
s-
Obviously, we
they
don't.
said we could be as loud as they want. Quote from Jason. He's promised
Oh,
everybody can be
that's
as
what I would.
loud as they want. Everybody
I don't
bring
think they.
your instruments, bring your Zulus and stuff as loud as we want. That's what he said.
I don't think they've met Kyle Poole yet, or Travis. So I think they might change that once they do. But for the most part, they did say they have events in there as being as close as they are to the airport and stuff from like basketball parents and different things, like sporting parents. Um, and they hang out and are loud as shit all night. So
All right.
they said no problem with that. They aren't going to kick us out. They aren't going to do different things like that. So it's kind of nice
Cool.
in that sense that yeah,
And
we might
and
not be in
this
the
is a
venue.
pretty big like lobby area, plenty of sitting area and stuff. We can play some board games, things like that.
Yep.
Is that what we're looking at?
Well, I would say comparable to your area, a little bit bigger than
Okay.
your area
So
for
like
your
the
masters.
Omaha Masters one.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
So
that was
I
a
mean,
decent
not
size. So
yeah, not huge, but I mean, like I said, right in the front. I mean, if you're, it's a hotel lobby, so it's not going to be small. Let's say it that way.
yeah, okay. Well, that's awesome. Um, yeah. So we got, that's what I'm mostly looking forward to is the after hours hangout, and obviously you guys are providing lunch, so everybody's kind of on their own for dinner, and then it sounds like come on back to the hotel lobby, hang out, or I'm sure there's always some groups that kind of go do their own thing. I know there's guys that like checking out breweries and bar hopping and things like that, but there's also a big board gaming group, so I'll probably be in the hotel lobby for sure after dinner hours. So um,
Yeah, and there's Adam. There's a couple of places near there. Like there's a ton of restaurants, ton of bars. There's one bar specifically called Union 32 where it taps into it's got its own brewery, but then at the same time, it's got its it taps into a lot of the Minnesota breweries, and you
mhm,
can pour your own beer, and you're charged by the pour of how much you pour onto it.
mhm,
So it also has a bar and a normal bar. It also has food there. Like it's a great place that's very very close to where we're at. There's also other
mhm,
restaurants and bars very near to that. Um, that it's kind of a hub, I guess you could call it, for food, whether it's fast food, whether it's restaurants and bars. So, yeah, I mean, it's a great area just to, and that's not even including the mall and the areas around the mall. So, yeah, I
awesome,
think Saturday night, lots of options for people to go to that they want to do on Saturday. Um, Lots of options for families as well. If people are bringing families, kids, wives, different things like that. So,
very cool. All right. Well, I know that we've been hard at work trying to get all the tournament details narrowed down, and I think we got a couple things we're going to share here tonight. Player pack isn't quite ready yet, but should be up soon. Is that right?
goal is to have it done by this week, late this week.
All right.
I
Well,
know,
once it's done, I will add a link to it in this video. So if you're watching this video, check out the description. It may be there already. Otherwise, check back soon. Or once this Discord's up and running, I'll also have the Discord details in the description if people are interested in adding to that. So, but what can you tell us that's been decided so far on the Masters
so
tournament?
2,300 points. Um, yep, 2,300 points. It's none of the weird deployments, normal deployments was one of the big things. Uh, the scenarios, you have a pool of 10 scenarios. It'll be pillage, protect and raise, compass points, dominate, invade, control, hold the line, push, stockpile, and fool's gold. I think this was voted on by the region heads, which I'm sure they reached out to the regions in general, but I think it's a good mix of uh, scenarios, which will be rolled upon randomly for the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
But that gives you a group of 10. The reason why it's 10 this year versus the 9 it has been, two of them were so close that we couldn't actually pick between the two. and we didn't want to do a revote. But we think that 10 is still a decent number for people to. It's not the 20 something that are total.
Yeah.
And like the protect and raise versus raise, like there's some different things there. Um,
Yeah. There's just
yeah,
protect and raise though, not raise on that list, right?
just protect and raise. Yep,
Yeah. I think that's just the better version of the scenario. Just like I think it was stockpile on that list, or
stockpile is
yeah,
stockpile
I
is.
think stockpile is a better version of loot. Like there's a lot of scenarios that are just samesies as other
Mhm.
scenarios, and I think there's an agreed upon preference that the majority of players, agree. But there's always some people that like different scenarios for different reasons. So. But yeah, in the
Yep,
past we've had 8 scenario pools, but I think also in the past, like the it started as an 8 scenario pool when there was 12 scenarios, like at the very
right.
beginning, right? And we've had a lot of scenarios added to the game since the middle of second edition. And it was last year, the year before, I was kind of voicing the opinion of maybe we should have some more possible scenarios, open up that pool. But yeah, this year it worked out where there was a tie for multiple scenarios, so there wasn't a clear cut to 8 or anything. So uh, I think 10's a great number. So we're going to play 6 out of those 10. Best of the rest is going to play 5 out of those 10. I'm just glad Kill's not on there. I don't know why that's even in the game still.
Well, I think also having a fool's gold, like bluff counters, are
That's
still a part
true.
of it. There is
I
there
think
is
this is
a
the
there is a
first time that a bluff token scenario has made it to a potential Masters cut. So that'll be interesting.
I think being able to move more in this edition with the double pivots and that kind of stuff, like everything basically getting old and nimble, allows those scenarios to play a lot differently.
Hmm.
Because you're just more mobile, so you can get to stuff a lot easier. But at the end of the day, I don't know, you tell me what you're thinking here. Like it makes those scenarios a lot more enjoyable where it's like, all right, just can't get to that token. Hopefully it's a zero, but if it's not, I'm just screwed.
Yeah, I think the bluff token scenarios in the past, at least with the conversations I've had, I think a lot of the um, people that don't care for them don't like the complexity around it. I would say it just adds extra steps to like a pillage scenario
Mhm.
effectively. And I think in some case some people enjoy extra complexity and some people want a little bit more of the same or similar.
Mhm.
um so I think that I'm in the mindset of if scenarios that are similar with slight twists, we don't want to play the same scenario twice effectively, even if it's a slight twist. Like I don't want to play a pillage and a salt the earth and a bluff token scenario that's another form of pillage, right? Like that
Yep.
just doesn't feel good. I think a lot of ways. So I like the fact that the spread that you kind of described there, we do have a lot of scenarios that are very different from each other, versus 2 or 3 that are possibly the exact same. So
Well, I think it also makes army list building a little bit different. Like you can't
mhm.
like I mean, we've talked about it with elves plenty of times where like I don't want to pick up a token ever. Like, but yet I
not,
still have to on a handful of these these games
not until I have to, right? Yeah.
until I
Yeah,
have
so
to, right?
for
So,
yeah. Yeah, loot token scenarios we had what, push and stockpile, so there's a couple of those. We have a lot
yep,
of area control between
pillage is
dominate,
yeah.
control, hold the line, but yeah, no, it's a good spread I think in general. So it does require a balanced army in a lot of ways, and I do think that pools of 8 scenarios in the past, that if there was certain scenarios that were omitted, then that definitely led to certain armies play styles being seen a little bit more potentially. But Yeah, I always think that assume that you have to have the tools to play any scenario and compete in any scenario, right? It's
Yep,
really tough if you don't build a balanced army. So
would agree. I do think at a Masters where no special characters, no crazy extra parts of the scenario, I think having just well balanced, so because you don't know what you're playing against,
mhm,
but it's being able to play different types of armies, different types of scenarios will best suit you.
yeah. Well, cool. I'm excited for that. And like I said, the player pack will be updated here soon. Hopefully, we get that out quickly. Um, and then, yeah, well, anything else you can think of you wanted to discuss with Master stuff?
Um, I mean, if anything that pops up, you have questions, you feel free to reach out to me. I'm on Facebook. I'm on a lot of different Discord channels. I'm in every single region. You have worries, you have questions, just reach out. I mean, honestly, I'm an open book. I am not gonna sit here and BS you on anything. So if you feel that you need to ask a question, feel free to reach out. But I know I've had a handful already. As far as like, we're gonna get a Discord channel out that should be, like I said, one-stop shop. If you're looking for potential hotel people, like you're like, I don't want to pay for a hotel by myself. Is anyone looking? I can put that out there for you. But the Discord here, ideally, that those pack are done by end of the week, ideally.
Awesome.
So,
So I
um,
guess the only other thing, do you have plans for matchup casts? Do you have plans for live streaming? Can people expect those in the future?
we can. So we're gonna do a matchup cast. Keith Conroy is gonna hop on. Me, Billy, I think Carmack's gonna hop on as well. Is the goal for this for the matchup cast live stream we will be doing. The best part about what we have and me being a teacher there is that I have access to every single room. The live stream table will be in a different room than the entire gym, and same with the commentators. So you will not get the sound back up from it, and on top of that, if things pop up, we should have enough people running around to be able to get questions. What units are what, different things like that. I know I've had a couple of conversations from Lone Wolf and with Billy and you guys about live stream that things that kind of pop up on a live stream that you want to make sure that you understand so that you're giving the best commentary. We will have two people, Carmack and Car Brown, one of our region head for a long time, will be hopping on as well. And then we also open it up to people that potentially want to hop on. Like I know Keith might hop on, Mike Atkins might hop on. Had some conversations with those guys, but we all the scores will be on a Google sheet that we will post on all the regions, so that everyone can get update scores on time as soon as they come in.
Awesome.
Um, I
Love
I
that.
absolutely love that. Yeah, I love that too. I know some people have had problems in the past with programs, different things like that. What I can tell you is that Connor and Kyle are experts on Google programs. That's the reason why their tournaments run so smoothly because they just boom, it's out. I know Connor's hopped in and helped me with my tournament a few times, but they are experts on that. It will be in. It will be quick, and everyone can see it at that point live. So like as games start getting done, you can just hop in, click the rank or points total, and it'll go to the top right away. So um, and I'll get that link out as quickly as possible when the
Yeah.
sheet is made.
Once those matchup casts are happening, then I think people will be more worried. But good to hear that you guys are planning on doing that, and it sounds like it's going to be done to a good standard. So awesome. Well,
Correct.
I think that's all the questions I have. So unless you have any final thoughts, I think we'll go ahead and end it here.
No, the only thing I'll say is if you're going to sign up, please sign up. I mean, even if you have a general idea that you are coming, whether Masters players go to Masters, or if you are like on the border, please just sign up. So we can get a list out for mercs to all the region heads, as well as plan for food. That is our biggest worry at this point, is uh, making sure we have enough food and good food for everyone. So yeah, if you plan on coming, either even if you don't sign up, please reach out and let us know that, hey, funds might not be there. I am planning on coming. That way we can at least have a general tally of how many people are coming.
Awesome. Sign up today. Do it. It's going to be great. Everybody should come. All right. Thanks for joining us, Jason, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.